I'm proud. I'm conquering my fear of heights. Slowly but surely.
I can tell. There's river jumping.
What's up, guys? Today we are doing a rock scramble with my friend Ben here from WODprep. If you do CrossFit, you should definitely know of. If not, look into WODprep. But
there's the logo.
Yeah, I'll drop shameless plugs throughout too.
Yeah, like what we did at Big
Going up there. Yeah, this one is like the only kind of like actual feeling. How you feeling?
I'm just gonna channel my inner Spider-Man. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. That's where I learned everything, so.
Hey, maybe that would be a next WODprep video.
Yeah, how to be like Spider-Man.
You got it, buddy.
Rubbing up on it.
There's a good grip up there to your right. Nice, man. Russian.
Yeah, I mean, once you watch Free Solo.
Pretty much the same thing. Heyo.
We did it.
That was the hardest part of this.
Ooh, this is nice. There's a certain pucker factor standing here.
I think up through there, Nikki. You good, Ben?
Yep.
Did you say just the Midwest in general?
The West, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Not that it's
Yeah, I guess like Kansas isn't that adorable.
I guess that one's not.
Yo, I'm proud we did it. We led Ben and didn't get stuck.
Yeah, before you picked me up, you're probably like, I have no idea how we're gonna do this because I don't remember any of it.
We
I was
were
like, oh, you want to do the path that Mike brought us to? Like, how are we gonna lead that? Do you want me to get
post hike interviews? No, go, Nick. How you feel? I'm more proud that we fucking led and didn't get stuck. Minus that one part where we had to circle back.
Minus the one part that Ben told us the right way to go.
Well, I think my favorite part was about 20 seconds into the hike. Maybe not even, probably 15 if you count like walking from the car. We drop in and Nikki's like, I don't remember this. I was like, I'm like, what? You guys have done this before. She's like, I don't think this is it. And I was just like, oh gosh. But it was great, we're here, we did it. Persistence pays off.
Good view?
Oh.
Beautiful view.
Well, I mean, it should have said something that he didn't even remember where we parked. Like, he missed that first parking spot, so.
Well, yeah, so I was like giving you like benefit of the doubt. I was like, she's the one, she's got the internal GPS. Because for me, like between Shelby and I, it's like, I'm the one that's like reading like.
No.
Dude, you do not know your way around anywhere.
But you couldn't even know the parking lot was. And I could tell, like, I mean, I was either like, yeah, you were nervous about the hike, or you're like a very caring friend because you kept asking me, "Are you okay, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm good." You're like, "Okay." and then I realized I'm like, I think we all have a collective, you know, like pucker factor when it comes to heights.
Yeah. Mike and Ashley did such a good job at like taking us under their wing.
Yeah, like being.
They were so confident about it too.
Yeah. Well, also Ashley kept taking the harder routes, and Mike's like, "Remember how we're with?" And I'm like, should we be going this way? Like,
that's awesome.
It was like the full, like there was a part where Ashley took us like on the open left side. I was like,
talk to me.
When did WODprep officially start and begin?
WODprep officially started in 2014, 2015. Basically, I knew I was going to have to sell my CrossFit gym. I owned a CrossFit gym called Blue Crab CrossFit in Maryland, and I got engaged to my now wife, and I knew I was gonna have to follow her around because she's in the US military. And basically I was like, I want to do something with CrossFit. Long story short, it turned into me just like making a couple videos teaching people how to get better in the open. Like, I think it was like 14.1 was my first video. It was like, hey, here's how it hit 14.1. And I did that for all the videos or all the open workouts. And then it just kind of like over the last 6 years, it's just kind of like slowly but surely grown, and it's turned into a business that employs 12 people now, and it's been a lot of fun.
So my question is, and I think this is always the most interesting, especially with strength sports businesses, is like, when did you think when did you know basically that, hey, I have something here and there's enough traction to make this like my full-time career? Was it like instantly? Was it a couple of years of grinding at it? Did you have side gigs in the meantime while you grinded?
Yeah, so it was so I was lucky. I had my buyout from selling my gym, so I had like a bit of a buffer, a runway, where basically my wife Shelby wouldn't have, you know, she's like, hey, take some time to figure out what you want to do next, because she was flying helicopters and stuff. So eventually Shelby came home when we were living in San Diego, and I was like brainstorming ideas on a whiteboard or something like that. And she was just like, you know, you should probably get a job at some point, because I keep coming home and you're just playing on the internet and I don't think you're doing anything. Like, you're just like writing ideas and then not doing them. So long story short, at that point I had a small email list for WODprep that I had built up just by making a bunch of free videos. I was really like, frankly, afraid to sell stuff. And then when she kind of like gave me that kick in the butt, like, you should go work at Target or something so we get discounts, or Costco or something like that, I ended up creating a course. I filmed the entire course between a noon class and a 4:30 p.m. class at a CrossFit gym, because they let me film there. At Outlier CrossFit in San Diego, I filmed a muscle up course, how to do ring muscle ups, because that's one of my favorite things to teach. And then I took that course, I made all the videos, I edited them, there were spelling mistakes, it was terrible, it was ugly, but I built this thing and then I sold it to my email list. I basically said, hey, for $27 you can buy Muscle Up Madness, and I'll teach you how to learn a muscle up. And it was a test. Like, I had so many butterflies, I had no idea what was gonna happen. I stayed up, like, I finished editing, I wrote the email to sell it, I made a sales page for it, and I stayed up all night, like literally like went to bed at like 7 a.m. and I clicked send on the grand email to sell this thing, to send to my, you know, maybe 1,000-person email list at the time. I clicked send and it sent, and I just like sat there waiting for sales to roll in. And then like 20 minutes later, there was no sales. I did a test sale, I tested it, it worked. So that just means no one had bought it yet. And then I was like, I'm going to bed. I'll probably get a job in the morning. Or it was the morning. So it was like 7 a.m. So I'll get a job in the afternoon or something like that. Cause I was like demoralized. Woke up from like a 4-hour nap. Shelby had gotten home. I was like, what are you doing? It's 2 p.m. Like, why are you sleeping right now? And I was like, oh, I stayed up all night. Anyway, checked my email and I had like 2-3 sales come in. And I went from like the lowest of low to just like, I made money on the internet. And then that week, I think it ended up making like a couple $100. And that was it. Like, after that, it was like, yep, this is it. I'm gonna do this forever.
That's amazing.
For a really long time, at least.
And CrossFit, like, at that time was like surging, right? And it's like,
yeah,
CrossFit's
it was really
still
booming.
But
yeah.
like, I feel like the golden years were like maybe like 12 through 16.
Yeah, I'd say that. So it was right in the golden years, where you know, there were still lots of growing affiliates. The Open kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, and that's really what helped us. Is like I just make content around what people want to get better at in CrossFit. So we have all these obsessed CrossFitters running around telling everyone about CrossFit, and I'm probably one of them. I got a shirt on, and I just realized like there's a lot of people that don't get the coaching that they need, and that's what I love doing. I love explaining things in a very simple way. Complex things, simple way, that's how I like to explain.
So, question for you then. So, seeing as like the state of the world right now and how so much more is virtual and how you're basically all online, this year's Open, how do you think it's going to be different, and what can people do to like really prep for it? Because I feel like a lot of people don't have access right now to their normal box and they're training at home. So how are they going to prep? Like, because I know you guys make so many courses designed for helping people get ready. Do you have any like maybe like 2 tips for the avid CrossFit athlete who's going to the Open maybe this year a little bit blind and scared?
Yeah, this year's going to be, I mean, that's a really good point. Opens in February.
Yeah.
I honestly hadn't even really thought about like, will CrossFit do something differently, knowing that there's a lot of people that could potentially be in lockdown or something like that? I don't know yet. I think it might be too early to tell. I can tell you right now, they don't have the workouts written because they don't know. If we're like in the middle of a pandemic, again, if like things shut back down, they'll probably delay it over just like doing a no equipment version, if that makes sense. But if they're maybe trying to do something that's like a little bit, I guess, reduced equipment, then maybe you'd be looking at like, you know, some double under workouts. Definitely get a pair of dumbbells for your you know, level, your age group, and, you know, 50s, pair of 50s for the guys, pair of 35s for the ladies. I could see them doing like a lot of dumbbell workouts, a lot of stuff with double unders, stuff that doesn't necessarily require complex pieces of equipment. But if I had to make a bet, like $100 on, is the Open going to be different this year, or is it going to be just like previous Opens? I put it on, it's going to be just like previous Opens. And if you don't have access to equipment, then you're really not, I mean, the purpose of the Open, unfortunately, I mean, for me it's not, but the purpose of the Open is to find the best CrossFitters in the world. The best tippy top CrossFitters, they're going to be able to find a gym to train at, because that's what they do for a living. But for everyone else, they'll probably maybe have a no equipment version, which I would love, and I think that'd be really cool.
I'm curious to see how they judge all the video submissions, if it is like very remote,
right?
And, like, there's like all video submissions versus like having like maybe like a half or maybe a third of them normally being video.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'd say they'd start from the I mean, so like right now, if like, well, I lived in Japan, so we didn't have a CrossFit affiliate to train at, so we did our Open by submitting videos. And I can tell you right now, while they were approved, not a single person watched them and like judged them or counted our reps. They're just like, yeah, this guy's in 28,000th place in the region. Like, good for you, you did it. So really, they're just gonna start from the top and work their way down. That's all they're gonna do. Well,
thank you for the insights, man. I'm gonna drop plugs for Ben's stuff down below. And yeah, just as a background, Meg squats actually turned me on to Ben, and then he's been helping me a little bit and teaching me not to be scared to sell Physique Lab. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. But Ben, thank you so much for the time.
To be clear, Meg squats turned me on to Jake. That's what it was.
that is,
and Ryan.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan and Meg came, and then we went for a hike with them. But friends connecting friends.